Here's a number that might shock you. 95 hours. That's how many hours one farmer saved in a single season with a $500 tool. When I asked Curtis Stone about this on our podcast, The Urban Farmer, his response was blunt.
If you're not prepared to spend $500 on a tool that's going to save you 95 hours in your season, are you kidding me? Don't get into farming if that's your attitude.
Let's unpack the numbers behind the 95-hour claim and why not knowing this math could cost you your farm. When we recorded The Urban Farmer, Curtis Stone was running Green City Acres. It was an urban farm that generated around $75,000 per year on less than an acre of land. One of his secret weapons at that time was the quick-cut greens harvester manufactured then and now by company Farmer's Friend. It's an electric harvesting tool that makes harvesting greens so much easier than using a knife, and it cost about $500 then. Today it's just under $700. But that investment was well worth it. Here's what Curtis told me about the time savings.
I can harvest a 25-foot bed of greens, say it's baby beet greens or arugula or mustard greens or something like that, in about 2 minutes with this tool. Without this tool, we've been hand harvesting. So by hand, it takes 25 minutes.
2 minutes. Compare that to hand harvesting. That's a 23-minute difference per bed. Let's take a look at the math that we did in that episode to illustrate how big of a difference these 23 minutes really make.
Of greens, with that greens harvester, I harvest probably 8 a week.
And how many weeks a season are you harvesting for?
Yeah, harvesting for 31 weeks with that tool. So 31 weeks on average, say times 8.
8 beds per week for a 31-week season. That's 248 total beds. If you save 23 minutes per bed and multiply that by those 248 beds, you're going to save 5,704 minutes. That's nearly 95 hours. Almost 2.5 work weeks of time saved with one tool. Time's one thing, but money talks. Let's look at the money implication of this. Even at minimum wage, let's say $15 an hour, that's $1,425 worth of time saved in year one alone. The tool will pay for itself almost 3 times over in the first season. But time saved is just the beginning. The real cost comes when tools stop working. When Curtis's harvester broke mid-season, he experienced the pain firsthand.
The tool makes harvesting greens incredibly fast, and it has really allowed me to scale up. I mean, we're up about 30% this year than I was in previous years without any more land, without any more crops, but basically just because we can streamline production so much better.
When the tool broke?
It sucks. So my back is sore as hell right now. I've been doing a lot of the hand harvesting too.
7 days without the tool, 7 days of physical strain, wear and tear. And here's what most people don't calculate. Repetitive stress injuries are one of the biggest reasons many farmers can't hack it. Farming's a tough job mentally and physically. According to the National Young Farmers Coalition, physical burnout is cited by 23% of farmers who leave the profession in their first 5 years. Tools that reduce physical strain aren't luxuries. They're insurance policies for your body and your business. This brings up one critical distinction Curtis made in our conversation. Approaching farming as a business is dramatically different than approaching farming as a hobby. One of the big differences is how you spend money and the justification for spending money. When you run a business, you approach expenditures from the mindset of, will this expenditure bring added value in some way? Will it make the product better? Will it reduce input costs? Will it save time, expand the customer base, better the brand, make the job easier? The data backs this up. According to the USDA's 2022 Agricultural Resource Management Survey, Farms that invest in labor-saving equipment show 40% higher net returns per acre than those that don't. Curtis put it even more directly.
It's like the old saying. It's such a cliche, but it's so damn true. You got to spend money to make money, right? And if you're not prepared to spend some money on something that can totally leverage your time, then business might not be the best thing for you.
Here's what most people will miss. It's not just about one tool. When you apply the same math across your entire operation, the results compound. Let me give you real examples with actual time savings. A BCS walk-behind tractor, which costs around $3,500, can replace 20 plus hours of manual bed preparation per week. A Jank seeder, which costs about $150, can reduce seeding time by 80% and improve germination rates. A paper pot transplanter selling for around $1,000 can reduce transplanting time from 1 hour to less than 20 minutes per bed. Proper row cover and sandbags for $200 to $300 can extend your season by 4 to 6 weeks, adding thousands in revenue. Each tool builds on others, creating a system where you're working smarter, not just harder. Based on Curtis's experience and data from successful small farms, here's an investment progression that could actually work. Year 1, focus on harvest efficiency tools. Start here because you're going to be harvesting constantly. Immediately, you get weekly time savings, and it will have a direct impact on your product quality. Year 2, bed preparation and seeding tools. Once you're selling efficiently, speed up on production, reduce the physical toll of soil work, and improve consistency in germination. Year 3, season extension infrastructure. Maximize your earning window, access premium early and late season prices, stabilize income across more months. Curtis learned this progression the hard way.
Trial and error is a bitch. Trial and error sucks. It just increases your burnout factor a lot. It just creates a lot of frustration. Like, I had so many burnout moments with this when I started, like moments where I broke down, was in tears, so physically exhausted that I couldn't even move. I was bedridden for days, and that's not sustainable.
One crucial lesson from Curtis's broken harvester experience.
Always back up your stuff. Always have an extra tool. Always have 2 of the same thing.
For critical tools that save you 20 plus hours a week, having a backup isn't paranoid, it's professional. When Curtis's harvester broke, he immediately ordered a second one. The cost of a backup tool is nothing compared to losing a week of efficiency during peak season. Here's your homework. I know, but grab a notebook and actually do this. Calculate the true cost of your time using this formula. Time saved per task times the number of times you do that task per season times your hourly rate. This is your real tool value. Pick one repetitive task you do, such as harvesting greens, seeding, transplanting. Time yourself doing it manually. Then research what tool could reduce the time. If the tool costs less than one season's time savings, it's not an expense. It's an investment that pays dividends forever. Curtis's results speak for themselves. He went from making $200 after 80 hours of work at farmers markets to running a farm grossing over $75,000 annually. The difference? He stopped treating farming like a hobby and started investing in it like a business.
You got to spend money to make money, right? And if you're not prepared to spend some money on something that can totally leverage your time, then business might not be the best thing for you.
The question isn't whether you can afford to buy the right tools. It's can you afford not to? Thanks for watching this video. If you can, drop a comment below and let me know what's the one task on your farm that's eating up your time, and what tool are you eyeing to fix it? I read every comment and I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks as always. Until next time, be nice, be thankful, and do the work.